Welcome to Plans in the News. I'm Bridget Suiso. Montgomery County's current zoning code was last revised in 1977. Close to 5 years ago, planners began a comprehensive rewrite of the ordinance with the goal of simplifying this unwieldy, complex, and outdated code. After months of hearings, work sessions, and discussions, the County Council has approved a new zoning code that will shape growth here in Montgomery County for decades to come. Deputy Planning Director Rose Krasnow says the new code will make life easier for planners, residents, and developers alike.
Writing a new code, a simplified code, a code that has some graphics in it to help understand, a code that takes 120 plus zones and takes it down to 39 and consolidates all our uses and gets rid of the archaic uses, moves us in tune with the century that we're in.
We will have fewer zones. We've consolidated zones. We had zones in the current code that are never used. They never got mapped in the county. Those will be removed. And we've really consolidated uses. So we now, in the new draft, one of the best features is that we have one use table, one place for people to go to say what's allowed where within the county.
The new code encourages a county where residents can live without using their cars every day and may limit sprawl by designing communities where residential construction is allowed in commercial areas.
That is one area where we sort of made a substantive change, moving us into the future, recognizing the limits on housing stock within the county. This provides some modest addition to permit the inclusion of more residential units in places that are basically commercial in nature. Existing residential zones really aren't affected. If anything, the rules are clearer.
Rose Krasnow says she believes this new code is actually more protective of existing neighborhoods.
So for example, at site plan, we never used to have to find master plan conformity. Now we must find master plan conformity. When we were applying the map, there's often a difference between the height that a master plan calls for and the height that a zone calls for. Council directed us to map everything to the master plan height, considerably lower than the heights that were allowed in the zone. And we also have required that for projects that are right next to residential neighborhoods, that they have to set back their building. We actually put this into the law.
The new code will officially go into effect on October 30th. In the meantime, planners are working on a new zoning map that's necessary to implement the code. Staff is encouraging the public to weigh in during this process.
Property owners can still get involved by contacting us. They can come in. We have open office hours at the planning department. We'll be holding multiple open houses across the county. Have people look at the proposed mapping and chat with us about it.